और सीधे रुख इस समय करते हैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की ओर। हरदीप सिंह पुरी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं।
Line starting from 7 September in a calibrated manner so that all corridors become operational by 12 September. The precise details on the manner will depend on a number of factors and we will discuss that shortly. The daily hours of operations may also be staggered initially, and these will be increased gradually as we go along with the resumption of full revenue service by 12 September. The frequency of trains will also need to be regulated to avoid passenger overcrowding at stations and in trains. Stations or entry-exit gates in containment zones will remain closed. In order to ensure social distancing, suitable markings at stations and inside trains will be made. Wearing of face masks will be mandatory for all passengers and staff. Metro Rail Corporation may make arrangements for supply of masks on payment basis to the persons who might arrive without masks at the point of entry. It goes without saying that only asymptomatic persons will be allowed to travel after thermal screening at entry into the stations. Symptomatic persons will be advised to go to the nearby or the nearest COVID care center or hospital for testing and medical attention. We will encourage the use of the Arogya Setu app. Provisions of sanitizers will be made at the point of entry into the stations for use by passengers. Sanitization of all areas having human interface, namely the equipment, train, working area, lift, escalators, handrails, AFC gate, toilets, etc., needs to be done at regular intervals. The use of smart card and cashless online transactions will be encouraged. Tokens and paper slips tickets to be used with only proper sanitization. There will be adequate dwell time at stations to be provided to enable smooth boarding, deboarding, to ensure social distancing. Metro Rail Corporation may also resort to skipping of stations to ensure proper social distancing. These operational decisions will be taken by every metro system depending on their assessment and what needs to be done. Passengers will be advised to travel with minimum luggage and avoid carrying metallic items for easy and quick screening. The operation of heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems as per the CPWD and Indian Society of Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Engineers guidelines will be done. Intake of fresh air in air conditioning systems to be increased to the extent possible. Information, education and communication campaign to be launched for passenger and staff through electronic, print, social media, poster, banner, hoardings, websites, etc. The campaign will cover the theme Safe Travel on Metro to build confidence among commuters. Metro Rail Corporations will keep close liaison with state police and local administration for regulating crowds outside stations and to deal with contingencies. Based on the above guidelines, the ones I have just read out, Delhi, Noida, Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, Line 1, Jaipur, Hyderabad, Kochi, Maha Metro, Nagpur, Kolkata, Gujarat and UP Metro, Lucknow have prepared their SOPs. The government of Maharashtra have decided not to resume operation of metros during September 2020. Hence, Mumbai Line 1 and Maha Metro operations shall commence from October 2020.
And monorail.
And monorail will commence from October 2020 or as the state government may determine. I want to make 2 or 3 general comments. I also have the privilege of dealing with the civil aviation sector. So when we went into lockdown on March 23, we had to impose a lockdown which was comprehensive, total and effective. Now we have some experience on resumption. We started domestic civil aviation on 25th May and with 30,000 passengers on one day, 25th May. My figures yesterday show that this figure had gone up to something close to 1,20,000. Maybe that's today's figure. Now, the emphasis on all this has to be on review and caution. We are very clear in our minds that this opening up in a graded and calibrated manner will need to be reviewed. If we find that the resumption of operations is not resulting in social distancing either at the metro stations, or there is a crowding, or trains are getting congested in a manner which will be avoided, we might have no option but to review all these arrangements. So I am appealing through you, through the media and to all consumers, that whilst we welcome the resumption of metro services, a decision which has been taken after very careful and very deep consideration, the catchword and the buzzword here is caution and care. And therefore, Mangu Singh ji and Secretary will share with you their perception, but I think all three of us are exactly on the same page. We want to do this correctly. Resumption of economic activity is an imperative, because only with resumption of economic activity can we offset the disadvantages imposed by the lockdown, by the pandemic. But this has to be done in a carefully calibrated manner. In civil aviation, I am very confident that the precautions that we took, there is no such thing as being totally risk averse. Let me tell you, travel by air, people, we had to tell them that travel by air is perhaps safer than travel by surface transport, traveling in buses, etc. But you have to take precautions. You have to wear masks. The ventilation systems have to be proper. The air conditioning, all that the metro organizations will do. They will ensure that the trains are properly sanitized, disinfected, care is taken at the railway station, but we need the cooperation of the public, of the consumers, of the commuters to ensure that all the prescribed norms are followed. So therefore, I am using this opportunity not only to welcome the decision of the government as contained in the Ministry of Home Affairs notification of 29th August, but also to say that we are going ahead with our eyes and ears open, and we will very carefully monitor this, and we hope we do not have to revisit this decision or to restrict it. I would ideally like to see the opening up slowly expanding so that we reach pre-COVID levels with the due care exercise.